Et on est bien là sur Ways Up Station. C'est bon Denis, ça marche? Voilà, on reprend le live. On a Abba Shanti-I qui vient juste d'arriver avec nous dans les studios mobiles de Radio Campus pour les 24 heures live de Radio Campus.
Et donc on va pouvoir commencer cette interview. Hello Abba Shanti.
Hello Abba Shanti.
To each and everyone, Grenoble, surrounding countries, anybody who's listening right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
How was the journey back from the airport? Did you see a bit the mountain? Did you like it?
Yeah, I was expecting to see a bit of snow, but I can see snow way up high. So
Yeah, nowadays a bit too high the snow.
Okay.
So can you start by presenting yourself to the audience that maybe don't know you? Can you present yourself?
Yeah, I go by the name of Abba Shanti-I. We've been running for the last 25 years. We started in 1990. We started playing at Leicester Carnival as a free event, and it has grown and grown and grown into like an international phenomenon. So.
And you are considered one of the pioneers of sound system culture. So we'd like to go and explain a bit what is sound system culture to our audience today. And we're going to start by maybe talking about your father. What
and a
kind
bit of your history.
Sorry?
And a bit of your history.
Yes,
your history through the history of sound system. What kind of music was making your father? How did it start to make his music?
Well, my father came to England in the early 60s, 1960 actually. Music, when we used to have gatherings, was a vast collective of music: soul, reggae, calypso, mento, even some of the American classic soul music, like the people like Count Basie, Louis Primas, and the old school artists. So it wasn't like it is now, where you have genres of music. You'll have roots, you'll have dancehall. Yeah, from you went to a gathering, you would hear all aspects of music.
Everything.
So it just wasn't a one-dimensional thing.
And how did you start to make music? So you grew up with this in this environment?
Oh yes. We were fortunate to have a sound system actually in the house. Because
Nice.
as I said, my father had a sound and he used to play it all the time. So music was like a major influence in our house and in our family.
And is there one time you decided to make music, or did it come naturally? You never asked yourself if you had to
No,
make
that's
music?
natural. As I said, from childhood, we've been grown up with music, so a natural progression is to go on to make music.
And you are making roots reggae music. How would you define roots reggae music?
I would define roots reggae music as Rasta music with a story, music with a history, giving people that maybe not of African descent, but it gives you it tells you the story of the black struggle and the black influence in music.
So some conscious lyrics, some lyrics that have a meaning?
Definitely. As we see in these current times that we live in, some of the music that you can go back 40 years with reggae music, and a lot of the arguments, what was sung on those music back then, are very prevalent to what's happening now.
It's timeless lyrics, timeless songs.
Yes.
Speaking of timeless songs, we're gonna play one. Gonna play a song from Matt Professor. I think you know him. And the Robotics feat Lee Scratch Perry, the Mighty. It's from the album Drak'art Classic in Dubs. We can explain what is Drak'art, maybe?
Drak'art is
Drak'art, man.
Famous. Drak'art Studios.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lee Scratch Perry Studios.
Oh, yeah, man. Lee Scratch is just a giant. Yeah, he was one of the producers that really foresee the progression of the music and brought forth that music for people to really understand, even with the Rasta culture, because a lot of his music is Rasta culture inspired. So, yeah, respect to Lee.
Yeah.
And the Drak'art studio burned. Did you hear what happened to Lee Scratch Perry's new Drak'art in Switzerland?
I just heard the other day, but yeah, fire is something that takes no prisoners. Takes yeah, man.
Sure.
And follows Lee Scratch Perry, maybe.
Yeah, well,
So,
you know, Lee's a fireman, so.
yeah. So respect to him, we're gonna play Party Time Dub in Drak'art Classics in Dub. Play on. So, Shanti, you come from sound system culture and sound clashes culture. Can you explain a bit to the French audience what is sound clashes and how it evolved?
Well, sound clashes is where two sounds will come together, made the best music win, made the best sound system win in terms of equipment and sourcing exclusive music, mic skills, you're the person that's on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
We tend not to follow that path. Yeah, our thing is more of a message thing. It's not a case of clashing of sound systems or personalities or ideologies. For us, as a root sound system, Rastafari is the order. So, yeah, some sounds they like to clash, but for us, it's not about clashing. It's about getting that message across to the people.
So it's about teaching more than
yes,
clashing.
More than. You know, it can get competitive in
Sure.
the dance. Everybody wants to shine and everybody wants to come out on top, basically. But
Sure, egos.
yeah, but back in the 70s and the 80s, yeah, there was a lot of sound clashing and battling going on. But now, especially in our genre, what we're dealing with is more about getting the message across to the people. And yeah, we have enough clashing of different things right now. People come to a roots dance to really escape that sort of mentality. They come to hear the music and be uplifted by the vibe.
Yeah.
Do you think that sound system is the best way to transmit this message?
Sound system, radio, you know, as long as this.
But for you is the best
For
format?
me personally, my genre is sound system. Radio, we have different DJs that will deal with the radio aspect of things, but for me, yeah, the sound system is where the message is really at for me.
Mm-hmm. And what is the message of a sound system?
The message of a sound system is bringing the music first and foremost to the people, because most of the music that you hear, even on the radio, it's been played in the dance before it's got to the radio. So
Sure.
yeah, that is the main. That's the dance halls really launched many a singer's careers. Most of the artists that you hear, all of their music's been played in the dance hall first to actually get a first reaction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the role of a sound system is to launch artists also?
Very important role, very important role. Because most of the top artists, they deal with most of the top sounds, so that way they actually get their songs played and get it to a wider audience.
Mm-hmm. And the quality of the sound, how is that important?
Oh yes,
Sure.
Because there's no use having quality music and you don't have a quality system to reproduce it, because that's very important, you know, to the ears. Yeah, if it could be a great song, but if it's played on a substandard set, kind of takes the shine off of the presentation. So, you know, having a good sound is important.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. So tonight you're playing on natural Tribulation sound. They have great sound system, again, to my opinion. Nowadays, the sound in sound system is so good that you can not only hear the music but feel the music. I guess it's very important from the bass. So, what do you have to tell about that?
Our music is like a bass-driven music. The bass, like, really underpins. It's the foundation of the actual rhythm. Like, the rhythm section will work around the bass. The drums will work around the bass. And having a sound system without no bass is kind of a bit defeatist.
Yeah. It's not a sound system.
system, yeah.
Well, you see, you'll have a PA or a disco. Well, the sound system is the extreme side of both of those elements.
So that's difficult maybe to transmit sound system through the radio, because it will depend on people's own equipment and to hear this special bass?
The sound system is the pinnacle. It's the ultimate. You know, that is going to be probably the loudest and the heaviest you're ever going to hear that tune. So
True.
And the only place to hear it is live.
yes,
And it's tonight.
Yep, most definitely.
So we'd like to talk about the other countries that are listening to sound systems. So when have you been touring outside of the UK?
We've been virtually everywhere outside the UK. They're just
But when did you start to tour outside the UK?
we started to tour from out the UK about 1996, 97. Because the sound has been running from 1990, but it was just all like focused on England, playing the whole length and breadth of England. So.
And did you notice a difference in the crowd between English crowd listening to sound system and the rest of European crowd?
Well, especially when we first started coming to France, there was no sound systems in France. We used to go and play off of PAs and stuff like that, but we just saw the movement just grow and grow and grow, and everywhere we started going, therefore people were starting to build sound systems. 4 scoops here, 4 scoops there, and it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So, as you know, there's a lot of sound systems in France, there's a lot of sound systems in Italy as well.
In Belgium,
Spain.
Spain,
The
sure.
whole, it's just spread.
And you've been touring all around the world. Is there a country that really amazed you by their sound system?
Not really, because we found the people them that actually love the music. Naturally, that was the next transitional thing to do, is actually present it in this proper form instead of like playing through PAs and that. Like everybody started building actual sound systems so people can get an actual feel of what a real sound system is about.
It's important to feel.
That was lovely to see that something that we grew with and brought us all a lot of joy and happiness. We're seeing it happen again with different races of people, different creeds. Are just, man.
Yeah, and more countries get to listen to sound system to create their own sound system.
Yes,
And we talked last week in our show about Delhi Sultanate, who is creating his own mobile sound system in India.
Yeah, gonna be first sound system, mobile sound system in India.
With the goal of making it listen to a maximum of people in India to spread the sound system culture, reggae culture also in India. What do you think of such move?
Excellent. Excellent. The more people embrace the whole aspect of the sound system, because it brings a cultural thing as well, so people understand that something that started in Jamaica, which came over to England with our parents, which has spread it onto us, the youths of England, which a lot of people have come to England. Like England's like a hub for music in general, so a lot of people that have come from different countries have come to England and probably have come to Notting Hill Carnival and places where sound systems have set up, and wow, they've really adopted it and has taken it home, and even told people that, man, when you visit England, it's a whole different ball game with the sound system thing. It's not a one aspect, because we have soul sounds, we have drum and bass sounds, we have all different sound systems. So it's not just exclusively to reggae.
And it's kind of expensive to build a sound system, especially a good one.
To build it,
it's expensive, but it's more accessible than it was when we started out, because the technology and all that's moved on leaps and bounds now. Where when we started out, it was like valve amps, and my first bit of kit that I had was an old Gram, which was like it was a bit of furniture with a turntable built in, a drinks cabinet, a radio. So our first bit of equipment was getting one of those Grams and actually dismantling it. So we took the deck out and built a separate thing for the deck, took the control unit out, built a little separate case for, So this is how we actually started out. But now, yeah, you've got the internet there now with
sure.
a vast wealth of knowledge and stuff like that.
And it's helping to build a sound system because Delhi Sultanate and the Reggae Rajas, they asked
the crowdfunding campaign on internet.
Yeah, because you've got a lot of little forums that, you know, if you're stuck on any kind of technical aspect, you can go on there and find out people like myself and others that have been in the game for years. You know, we're always there to give people like a helping hand with information of what to do and what not to do.
That's why we're here. To spread the message. So we're gonna play the last song, sadly. It's from your brother Blood Shanti, from the last album.
Yes.
The Whole of Me Testament.
Yes, that's the latest album that is out on the Shanti label, Flash Recordings. Yeah. This is our take, myself and Humble and Blood, you know. The sound system is one aspect, and we've got a recording studio. So, you know, some of our thoughts and our most inner feelings we put to music and we give to the world as well. So it's not just about the sound system, it's about the message as well.
And is it important to control every aspect of music making? So you say you have a studio system?
My brother is a musician. He's been in this music game for the last 35 years. He's a drummer. He's played with a lot of the Jamaican reggae greats of the past.
Hofmas?
Yeah, like people like Ija Man, Prince Lincoln, Royal Rassies, Culture. Yeah, and Humble as well has got a vast wealth of knowledge in this game. He's been in this game for years. So, you know, we're just bringing our expertise and skills and hopefully passing it on to the next generation because, yeah, nobody knows how long they're going to be on Earth for. So hopefully with our experiences and that, we can pass it on to the younger ones so this thing can continue forever and forever and forever.
It's a great message.
Yes.
Voilà, donc c'est le moment de la fin. It's the time to go. So, Shanti, if you have something to say.
I would just like to say big up to all those on Wise Up Station for keeping it real and bringing real messages to people and bringing people like myself that we can come forward and let the people understand what sound system and Rasta is about. On behalf of myself, Humble Lion, and the whole of the Abashanti Falasha family, we'd like to say bless to everyone. Blessings.
Blessings.
Thanks a lot.